shortage of dumb people doing really stupid things. Welcome to another edition of Idiotology with Lynch and Taco. 101.1 WJRR. Bunch of frickin' idiots.
All right, this hour of the show is brought to you by our next Lemonade college watch party. Enjoy an ice-cold Surfside while watching some college football this Saturday afternoon. We're headed to downtown Sanford, Taco.
Yep, going to be at the station downtown Sanford. $20 buckets, $5 singles, and prize giveaways every 15 minutes. I know I can already guess what you're going to be ordering.
2 o'clock until 4 o'clock, by the way. Yes, the wings there are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very large.
Yeah, they have the big wings. Again, the station this Saturday, 2 to 4 with Surfside. We'll see you there.
And if you're beard and seltzered out, try a Surfside. You might be pleasantly surprised.
No bubbles.
Yeah. All right, an update on a story we talked about. I distinctly remember discussing this story over a year ago. This Canadian couple, 41-year-old Aaron Pearson and his 24-year-old girlfriend, Claire Levesque, they moved from Canada to Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And we're staying with the guy's mom in Scotland. She had a hot tub at her house. And apparently the couple had a bit of a volatile relationship. And during a hot tub session, things escalated. And, well, at the end of it all, Claire was dead after being stabbed 25 times while in the hot tub.
Oh, I do remember this one. Wow.
That came to trial here in the last couple of weeks with the jury drawing their verdict and conclusion. And the man found guilty,
I would hope,
will be going to jail for a minimum of 25 years to life after his defense failed to prove his defense.
I mean, how could you defend somebody stabbing somebody 20-something times?
It's easy, Taco.
No.
He didn't do it. She stabbed herself 25 times in the chest and neck.
Yeah, because the 22nd, 23rd, 24th just couldn't do it, so she had to. Come on,
dude. If you're on that jury, and I wouldn't be able to sit there with a straight face. I like, look, dude. I'd say to the defense, because jurors are allowed to ask questions. They rarely do, but they're allowed to.
I've been on jury.
Look, man, our time's precious over here. We're missing work for this. Are you honestly expecting us to sit through your defense that she stabbed herself 25 times in the hot tub?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking when you said, if I was on the jury, I thought you were going to say, if I'm his defense. Because if I'm his defense...
you got to go with whatever you can come up with. I mean...
Hey, look. Guilty. I just ended. I see the people up there on the jury, they all have jobs, just like that bigger dude said. So... guilty.
Maybe we ask Ken Yulo next week. Hey, Ken, you had this guy as your client.
Make sure you jot it down. How would you defend it?
And you say, you know, we've asked him this question before about defending people who, to the commoner, are guilty as hell. And he goes, I've really never had anyone who just says, admitting that, you got this guy telling you, look, I'm telling you, man, she stabbed herself 25 times.
Mm-hmm.
Get me off.
Okay. Let's pose it to Ken Yulo is our criminal law lawyer that comes in on Mondays for Criminal Law 101. Let's pose it to him in the sense of, what do you do if you're handed this case?
Yeah,
that's it. How would you go about that? Okay, I like that. Good idea.
When you have TV on these days, it's an endless parade of commercials for a pill for this, a tablet for that, a mixture for this, a remedy for that. And so much of this stuff is outside of the boundary of what is actual medication, and it falls more into the supplement category. And you always see the disclaimer in real small print at the bottom. These statements have not been validated by the Food and Drug Administration.
Mm-hmm. And that's right next to the one that says, if you drink too much of this, your colon will fall out. And
this, from Consumer Reports, they decided to look into the protein powder category of supplements being offered. And there's, my God, there are so many companies that are
a million
cashing in on this because so many people beleive and use protein powders and create protein shakes and whatnot. Almost all of the 23 products they tested had an unsafe level of lead in them. Again,
how many? They tested 23.
23.
But we know there are a lot more than that.
Correct.
So keep that in mind for, as you said, a lot of people use protein powder. For a lot of our listeners that do, don't freak out like, oh my God. But look into maybe the product list.
We're just giving you information. What you do with that information is up to you. Lead in general is not something that's what we know isn't something you should ingest in high quantities.
But it was great to put in your fillings when we were kids.
Your paint.
Yeah, your paint.
Lead is a naturally occurring element that is difficult to avoid, particularly in plant-based products, was the response from 8 of the 23 companies that responded to the Consumer Reports finding. The rest of the companies had no comment.
Again, you have to look up what this list is of what companies to check if your protein powders. I know you're not a big protein powder guy, but I know a lot of people are.
I'm not knocking it. Don't. That's not my intent here. I just found this interesting and thought I would bring it to your attention. And protein in general is great to use because it's, but yeah. If you're mixing up your shake right now, that's information. Take it and.
Consumer Reports is where Pat found it, so you can see what the 23 companies are.
Yeah, I don't want to read a laundry list.
Hell no.
Anyway. And finally, on the lighter side of things, on our Facebook page, there's video and pictures of this little character. A rescue kitten that was being fostered by a family until it finds a forever home in California. Was shocked to see what the kitten had done while the family prepared dinner.
What did it get into?
They had a pot of, stew or something cooking on the stove. And one of the security cameras captured the cat climb up onto the counter and then over to the stove and drop a mouse into...
No!
It caught a mouse. The stew needs a little something if I'm going to have any of this. Foster family.
Come on, you got to care about your forever pet. I was picturing him going up to the edge and just licking it, and it was all cute. And nope, you got him dropping a mouse.
Dropped a mouse in the stew.
Feed me that dry cat food, you dicks.
Exactly.
Come on.
WJRR.